Welcome to the Logan Fields Podcast. Today I have Luis Guzman with me, the founder and host of the I'm Not a Salesman podcast. You're also the sales director of a really successful fencing company. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I'm an artist, not a salesman podcast.
I'm an artist, not a salesman.
It takes time to get it.
I'm sorry. Well,
dude, please, it's all good.
I already have an issue. Why the fuck did you come on my podcast wearing a Yankees hat, man?
You're a freaking Phillies fan,
What is your
aren't you?
problem?
My problem is that we beat you in 2000. Listen, I got a lot of respect for Philly. I love Philly, man. From a New York guy, New Jersey guy, I go to Philly 3-4 times a year, so it's my second home. I love Philadelphia. So no disrespect to your team, but me might win this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are looking really good, but we got you in 2009.
2009. Give me a break. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, man. I'm glad we're able to have a conversation, dude. Congratulations. You have broken the 50,000 subscriber
Thank
on
God,
YouTube.
Man. Yeah, I believe we just hit 60,000.
Yeah.
We were talking about that off air. I mean, I'm thankful, man. I've been getting a lot. And listen, it's great to have 60,000 subscribers, but what's even more sweeter to me is the text messages, the DMs, the conversations, the emails. Hey, this right here changed my life. Hey, I was working at Amazon and I started my own business. Like all these cool conversations and ideas and inspirations coming from people listening to the episodes. That's really the labor of love I wanted to do with this. I mean, 60K, I'm thankful. I can't wait to get to 100, to 200, to 300, but I never did this for money. I mean, obviously I would love to do this for a living. That's the goal, but it was more of a labor of love to give someone a platform to inspire somebody else with their story. And I think I'm doing that. So I'm excited.
Dude, yeah, I like that a lot. What kind of businesses are you helping people start with your podcast?
Oh, man. The last guy that just spoke to me, he's a writer. So now he's doing freelancing and he's doing, they call it commissions, where he sells his art or his piece of work for commissions.
Yeah.
And, they'll make 500 here, 300 there. So, that's one cool story. But as far as anybody else besides that, more of just thank you. I needed to hear that. And wow, I can't believe this person went through that. Perfect example, the first episode ever that came out in 2021, my good friend Raymond Rivera, who owns a barbershop, 555 Barbershop, Elizabeth, New Jersey, check him out. His story was powerful because he went from losing his business, which was a barbershop business, to being homeless.
Yeah, wow.
Sleeping in a shelter. Remind me of The Pursuit of Happiness, the Will Smith movie. Then he was able to, be taken in by his mother, living in the basement, starting from scratch with nothing, right?
Yeah.
And when he sat down with me for my first episode ever, he wrote a book, How to Be a Six-Figure Barber, had a successful business at the time.
Cool.
And was making 6 figures a year as a barbershop with his second go at it. So that to me is inspiration.
Yeah.
Or, Eddie G, who was on my podcast, who is the founder, owner of Barcode in Elizabeth, New Jersey as well, has many, many businesses, nightclub, cannabis, lobbies, real estate, etc. The guy grew up, no college education, no high school education, multimillionaire, self-made entrepreneur, came from nothing. That to me is like, wow, like you really got to have a lot of grit to start. A lot of people start at zero. A lot of people start with plus 20. These people started with negative nothing.
Yeah.
So to get to where they're at, that to me, it kind of makes me look at myself and say, why? Number one, why are you so stressed out about where you are in your life? But number two, what can I do to be better?
Yeah.
So again, it comes back to, it ties it back to inspiration.
Yeah, man. So what made you want to start this podcast exactly?
It's a funny story to that. So a good friend of mine, Delamy, and I hope he sees this. He's a good guy. I called him one day out of the blue and I said, hey, I started golfing. I started going to the range and I started practicing. And he was like, that's cool, man. I like that you have a hobby. And that parlayed into him telling me, you should just document yourself.
Yeah.
Like doing stuff.
Yep.
And this is 2020. We're talking 5 years ago.
Cool.
I started the podcast in 2021. He doesn't know this, but he was the reason why I started it.
You should tell him that.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him that.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I've known him 25 years of my life, but when you have longtime friends like that and everybody's busy, if you see each other once a year, it's a lot. But I will make a note to tell him that. Anyway, so he told me, hey, you should start videotaping yourself. And I said to him, funny you say that, because I've been having this itch of podcasting and of interviewing people. And I think you just gave me the jump start to really go after it, because I know you mean well for me and you're a good friend of mine, and you never tell me nothing without intentionality. You tell me something with pure intention and with pure heart. Sometimes people will tell you to do something and they don't even care what you're doing. They just want to say something to shut you up. He really said something from his heart, that he saw my type of quality of how I could speak and how articulate I am and how energetic I could be, and kind of helped me mobilize this into a podcast. And, you know, I was first going to start interviewing construction workers, because I'm in the construction field.
Right.
And then I sat and I was like, nah, that's whack. That's boring. Nobody wants to see that. It sucks. So then I said, you know what? Let me take up another notch. Let me interview friends. Let me interview real entrepreneurs that are doing something.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it snowballed. And I got with a good friend of mine that we started recording out of his basement. And the rest is history. And here I am today.
Dude.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you are a sales director of a really successful fencing company.
Yes. Yeah. We've been in business 15 years.
And you've been with them for how long?
Probably 12.
Yeah, I thought it was you kind of are the one that really built the revenue up, right?
Oh yeah. No, it was it's I got on board about 12 years ago, and it was a baby ship.
Yeah.
There was no paddling. It was just barely surviving. There were holes in the ship. And I came in, and I'm a big believer that you can have as much raw talent, but if you don't have intentionality and real drive and practice to achieve something, you're going to fall flat.
Yeah.
On the other side of that, you have people that go to school and they have all these degrees, and they're dumb. And they just don't know what it takes to have hustle. You know, they don't know what it takes to really touch the human element of somebody. Right. I was thankful enough that I went to college, not for marketing, but I was already doing advertising. I was doing advertising when I was selling, freaking baseball cards in elementary school. I used to sell football jerseys out the trunk of my car in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say this now because it's past the, stretch, but I used to sell DVDs, colognes. I used to sell clothing. I used to anything I can get my hands on, I was able to market it, advertise it, and get rid of it.
Yeah.
And I had this unconscious gift for so long.
Do you remember your first business?
Gosh. My first business, I mean, it's funny. It was probably selling the jerseys. Yeah. I was 15 years old. Yeah. Well, before that, I mean, I don't really count elementary school because you're young and you're just like selling cards and you're trading for bubble gum and stuff like that. But my real first like hustle, so to speak, was the basketball jerseys, the football jerseys, and I had a friend of mine that I'm not going to say how he got them, but he had them. And this is circa 2001, 2000, when they were all the craze. Yeah. All the rappers were wearing them. Jay-Z made it very popular. Okay. And an average jersey in the store would cost you anywhere from $300 to $500.
In 2001?
In 2001.
Wow.
An authentic jersey. Not the fakes, not the replicas. Yeah. The ones the players wear. And I was getting the jerseys for like $60. Okay. And selling them for $150.
There you go.
And I was still cutting everybody's throat because the going rate for that jersey was like $300 in the store. So you're getting it 50%. So I make my markup and everybody's happy. And that was kind of like the catalyst that, got me into different, ways of, the whole DVD thing. I was in the music business, and I was always so good at kind of understanding what people want and put it in their face in a way that makes it desirable to them. And that's basically based off the human element, which is like, I get it. I'm selling you a fence, or I'm selling you a jersey, but I'm also selling you who I am. I'm selling you the conversation that we're having. I'm selling you the friendship that we're creating. I'm showing you more buy-in than just the product I want you to have. And I think people respect that because, we all got to make money, right?
Right.
You have the app company, right? So you work with, you create apps. Yep. Obviously, it's a form of revenue for you and you want to make money, but you don't want to have bad business either. And you don't want to work with people that you don't really get along with.
Right.
So you got to kind of have the happy marriage. I believe let's be happy first. Let's get to know each other first. And then let's do some business.
Yeah.
I have something you want to purchase it from me, vice versa. everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Everyone goes home and it doesn't feel fake or phony or like blah. It feels authentic. Like I like that guy.
Yeah.
I like that person. I like his values. I like what he represents. I like what he is as a friend.
Yeah.
And that to me has helped me to kind of loop it back into your question about how I got into the fencing and how I got into that revenue. I treated every client and every homeowner like a friend or a family member. And it's, Tony Robbins says this a lot, and I've always preached this in sales. You got to scratch the record. And what I mean by that is when you're speaking to someone, you got to kind of get in tune with who they are as a person.
Yeah.
The way I would scratch the record is, okay, I know that I did it to you before we started filming. I mentioned the C word, cigars. And you're like, oh, wait, let me show you my humidor.
Yeah.
That's it. You're locked in, dude.
Right.
You're in. Now we're having a real conversation.
The C word.
Yeah, the C word, the cigar.
Cigars,
Yeah, cigar, nothing else, okay?
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is now you feel comfortable.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, it's all good, man.
To interrupt you, but I got some drinks for you.
Love
My
it.
name is Manjo. I am the app guy chef.
My man.
I wanted to start you off with some drinks. Sorry for the little bit of spill.
Thanks, man.
good.
Of course, here you go. We can put it on your mug.
There you go. Pop that right
What
there.
do we
Thank
got?
you so much, man. What we got here,
Are
brother?
you guys hungry?
Yeah.
I can rock.
Let me think. What if we did freshly cooked French fries?
Oh,
Two
yeah.
styles.
Oh,
Two
man.
styles?
With two of my special sauces.
Nice.
Can we
Yes.
try that?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm in. Fries
All
are
right.
my favorite.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's go, baby.
Give me a couple
Thanks,
minutes and
yes.
I'll be back, all right?
Thank you,
Enjoy
brother.
your guys' conversation.
I have
Logan.
spicy marg up to
Spicy
the brim.
marg.
Cheers,
No,
man.
Cheers. Hey, listen, man. I know everyone's time is precious and you can spend it any way you want. I'm happy you're spending your time with me today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
Spicy.
Spicy
I didn't
as heck,
actually
but
tell
good.
him this, but spicy marg's like one of my drinks. For sure.
Really? Mezcal guy? Like a good mezcal tequila?
I like those too. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
smoky
for
tequila,
sure.
so it's perfect with the spiciness. Oh man, that's
One
good.
of the all-time best like pool drinks.
Oh yeah,
I like extra salt.
on the rim.
Yeah.
And then you do a traditional margarita. I mean, besides the spicy, what's your go-to besides spicy? Traditional,
Yeah,
strawberry.
traditional.
I like
I
strawberry.
mean, hey man, I can do a strawberry. Put an umbrella in it. Put a pink umbrella in it.
I'm
Let's go.
drinking it. Yes.
Put the pineapple, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a tequila guy?
I am more of a bourbon guy.
Okay, I
Yeah.
like it. Well, you smoke cigars, so you got to have the bourbon.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I started getting into bourbon. I have a big respect for it. I'm not a fan of the aftertaste and the day after, but in the moment, as I'm having a cigar and I'm drinking bourbon, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. And I have a newfound respect for it. So my brother-in-law is a big bourbon guy. So he's getting me into it. And, is that the old fashioned? Like
I like
the
an old
cocktail?
fashioned. Yeah.
Yeah. I started getting into the old fashioned. I enjoy a good old fashioned, but my number one has always been tequila.
Nice.
Always. I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for, and I do extra añejo or I do a regular añejo. That's my go-to. If I'm just drinking something light, I could do a nice reposado or silver. But my añejo, extra añejo, that's my jam.
I dig it, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I dig
My
it.
man.
Yeah, these are good, aren't they?
No, they're really good. Nice
Yeah.
and spicy. Good kick. It's got a good. You got to respect the jalapeno. Jalapeno's dangerous, man. You look at that sucker, it's like woo. But
It's one of the
gives
best
you that
flavors
nice
too.
kick. It is.
Jalapeno flavor.
Yeah, jalapeno. Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife loves jalapeno, man. I wasn't a big fan, but she got me slowly but surely. She's getting me into like peppers, red peppers, green peppers, jalapeno. I was never a pepper guy,
Yeah.
and I noticed the difference now when I taste something with flavor in it with the peppers. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
One of my all-time favorite flavors in New Mexico. So you don't typically see them around here too much, like sometimes for part of the season, but green hatch chilies.
Okay.
They're grown in New Mexico, maybe some parts of Texas. It's just an awesome flavor.
Really, green
And-
hands chili,
Yeah, yeah. And you know the restaurant Whataburger?
Whataburger. Yeah.
In New Mexico and Texas, they'll seasonally, or maybe it's year round, they'll have green chili cheeseburgers. So it's just
Really?
green chili on their Whataburger. Oh man, it's so good.
Get out of here.
One
I
of the
never ate at
all-time.
Whataburger.
It was good.
Oh, is it like a Midwest thing?
Well, I think
I've
it's
never seen
more
one around here.
Southern.
Southern. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had a Whataburger, man. I've been dying to try it. I've heard good things.
It's good. It's
You
like
co-sign it
it's like oh yeah, I co-sign it.
because I'm an In-N-Out burger guy.
So
Calif-
this is like if California was a man.
Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm
I'm just kidding. I have no
don't
issue
worry.
with
Listen, we
California.
won't get canceled
Yeah.
for being honest.
Yeah. I like
hear you.
In-N-Out too, but yeah, Whataburgers are big.
They're big.
They're
okay.
big burgers. They're really good.
See, big burgers here in Jersey. I like Krug's Tavern. You ever heard of Krug's Tavern?
Yeah, I have. I've not been.
Bro, that right there, dude. You can have that with some fries. You won't have to eat nothing else for the rest of the day.
Nice.
One of my favorite burgers is Krug's. That is hands down. I'll say it now, the best burger in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
best
right.
burger in
Well,
New Jersey.
we're gonna have to go there.
I'm down.
What's you're a big steakhouse guy, right?
I'm a huge steakhouse guy.
What's like?
My favorite.
Yeah.
So me and my wife, we have our top 3. Number 1, I switch it back and forth. Right now, it's Barclay Prime, and that's your neck of the woods.
Oh, the Barclay Prime's my favorite restaurant in Philly.
Yes,
I love it. Yeah.
We go once a year.
Have you gotten the cheesesteak there?
I've gotten the cheesesteak.
It's good,
with
right?
Do
you remember how much it costs?
$140.
$140.
You know what? The bottle of champagne wasn't bad.
Oh, it does come with champagne. I forgot.
Yeah, it comes
yeah.
with champagne. Now, funny story about that. So we went for our first time a couple years back for New Year's Eve dinner, and I ordered it because I had so much steak that month. You know, holiday season, you eat a lot more worse than you used to. I was like, babe, I know it's our first time here, but I kind of want to try this cheesesteak.
It's good.
Dude, it was the richest steak I've ever had. And I don't mean, that's like a double entendre, but riches as far as like dollar and flavor.
Yeah.
The best flavor I've had in a cheesesteak with the sesame seed bun. And I think they use, what was the name of that cheese? God, I can't remember the name of the cheese.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying, though? I think it was it was rich. It was very rich.
And it's Wagyu,
it's
and
Wagyu
truffle,
steak,
and foie gras, all on it.
Oh my God. I ripped the whole thing.
Yeah.
By myself. But that was my entree. That was my appetizer. That was everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back the second time and then I had their steak and I was like, oh yeah, this is it.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Service is great. Sides are great. Ambiance is
good
great.
Ambiance. Did you, when you went, were they letting you select knives?
Yes, they let me select the knives.
Isn't that
I love
fun?
that.
They bring out all these
bring out the
different knives and you choose your knife.
Oh, yeah,
which is awesome.
It's so cool, man. And I like the library setting of it.
Yeah.
I like the intimacy that it brings because, like, you go to a lot of restaurants and people are like so loud and right next to you and there's no personal space. And,
right.
I look at it as a way to decompress, having some delicious food, some cocktails, spending time with good family, friends, my wife.
Yeah.
And Barclay Prime, it hits every point.
Yeah, it's not
you
too
got
loud.
the ambiance, it's not too loud, the food's amazing. And it's a great date night, and then we go over to Ashton for cigars.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very nice cigar lounge.
I love that lounge.
Yeah.
I love that lounge, man. Yeah, that was our thing. Like we did that for 3 years straight. Like Barclay Prime, Uber to Ashton, and then back to the hotel.
I wish there were more cigar lounges like that because they have it's a nice space. It's high end. They have cocktail waitresses bringing you food. There's a hostess. Like it's so great. I feel like a lot of the cigar lounges I've tried are pretty dingy, man.
Yeah,
like there's
I know. They're few and far in between that are really good.
Yeah.
I'm local. You live in Philly, right?
Yeah.
So I live in Jersey. I got Main Street Cigars, which is really good. It's over in Woodbridge.
Okay.
Great gang over there. What I mean by great gang is it makes you feel like you're at home. It's like Cheers for cigar smokers. Like everyone knows each other. Cool. No one's busting your chops. You can smoke your cigar inside, outside. You can bring whatever you want to drink. It looks lavish with the nice, leather bound chairs.
Yeah.
It just feels like a guy's lounge, but it's not dingy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like a great everyday type of cigar lounge.
Yeah.
Ashton is special for me, a special occasion, or I don't know if I could do that every single time because I just want to have a cigar and just chill and be around just guys and talking. Like the Ashton is more like a lounge.
Right.
It's
sure.
like,
yes.
like there's a mixture of guys and women.
Yes.
But like
right.
I like a good old fashioned cigar lounge, a bunch of dudes just smoking, talking about life, watching a Yankee game, and just, having a tequila. You know what I mean?
Dude. I love that. I want to convince the studio here. I want to convince Encore to let me smoke cigars while I do a podcast.
I know, I've asked already.
He won't let me do it.
He won't let me do it either.
Maybe we got to make a deal with Encore. Like if we get an episode to 1 million views,
dude,
we get to do one episode where we smoke cigars or something.
Seriously,
like that.
I would be so down for that.
Yeah.
I have a good friend of mine, Tony Hodge. Shout out to Tony. He owns a steakhouse in Jersey called the BB Prime.
Okay.
And me and him smoke cigars every week.
Yeah.
We meet up at least once a week, have a nice cigar together. And, he was my 21st episode, and my 50th is coming up, and I want him to come back and do it.
Great.
And I wanted to have a cigar with him, but we can't do it. It'll be so great. Just sit back. That's how we vibe. Like we'll have a cigar, we'll have a nice cocktail, tequila, and just kind of talk. But hopefully in the future, Encore will change his mind on that.
Yeah, or maybe we just rent a nearby cigar lounge.
Yeah,
and we get all the team and the equipment there. Yeah.
No, we should definitely do that. I'll be down, man. We could do like a combo episode. You and me both together, and
That'd
we
be
could promote
fun.
both our brands.
Yeah.
And we could just have a whole day at the cigar lounge.
I would 100%
that would be super
do
dope. That would be super dope.
Maybe play some poker too or something like that.
Let's do it.
You play poker?
I play poker. I haven't played in a long time, but it's like muscle memory.
Yeah.
It comes right back to you, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. Yeah, we got to do. That's the fun stuff, man.
It's fun, man. 'Cause you know what? With our lives being as crazy and wild as it is, you got to find that time to decompress and just kind of, I'm an artist, not a salesman, right? I talk about that because I am a true artist. And what I mean by that is, I can sell you a fence. I can sell you a lifestyle. I can sell you this. I can sell you that. But the true artistry comes in those moments of silence where I'm having a cigar, or when I'm at the pool on vacation at a resort having a drink, or when I'm by myself in the sauna every morning for 20 minutes just thinking.
Yeah.
That's where the pure artistry comes in, and it gives me the motivation I need to, number one, tackle the day, but number two, just be the greatest person I could be at what I do. So, you got to kind of find that time to decompress from all the loud noise around you and center yourself into what you love to do, because it's a reminder of why you do what you do.
Yeah.
So it's a full circle moment thing. And I think a lot of people, they get so burned out. Everything is a burnout. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. Sometimes, and I heard this in a quote, I don't know who said it. A wise man once told me, when you have a moment to sit, you just sit. And that's it. You just sit. Yeah, because what's the first thing we do when we sit for a second?
We grab our phone. Yeah,
And all of a sudden you're entranced into social media la la land. And I'm guilty of doing it too. I'm not saying I'm an outsider here but I'm an outlier. But I do cherish those moments where I can just sit with a friend or my wife and just kind of talk. And that's where I get a lot of my ideas from. A lot of creativity comes out of those moments where there's no thought process needed. I'm just being.
Yeah.
Eckhart Tolle, you know who he is?
Yeah.
He believes in the power of now, where you're just kind of being right now in the moment.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm not thinking about what I did at 3 a.m. when I woke up. I'm not thinking about what I have going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am in the moment right now with Logan Fields on his podcast, talking about my life, and it's freaking awesome.
I love that. One of the things I do is I don't set my watches.
Really?
Like they're off time. Like this is not accurate time right now.
Got it.
Because I try to remind myself to just be present. It doesn't matter what time it is.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
And we're not wearing watches because we need it for the time. We use our phones to see the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why, I don't keep the time on it. By the way, you're a watch guy, right?
Big watch guy.
Yeah.
I love watches.
So this is, you'll like, you recognize this, I'm sure. This is an Omega Seamaster
Very nice.
in App Guys Blue.
Very, very nice. App Guys Blue.
App Guys Blue.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I call it.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought you had like a
They
deal
didn't make it
with
special for me.
with Omega.
I went in, I got it with the blue face, blue band. I got this as like a celebration gift. The first month I did $250,000 in a month.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. What was like your first watch that you loved?
Man, the first watch that I loved. Well, a couple of things. I've always been a watch guy. But I've always agreed that I could never buy an expensive timepiece if my life doesn't represent that hard work.
Yeah.
So I can't respect you if you wear a Rolex and live with your mom.
No
Sorry,
shit.
I can't
dude.
do that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
A Rolex is something that's earned. It's like a college degree. It's not something that's given to you. You have to literally earn that. And not just Rolex, but any, timepiece, right? But there's a story attached to the timepiece. So
that's what I like to do.
Yeah,
too,
that's my thing, right? So every timepiece that I own has a story attached to it. The first Rolex that I ever purchased, and I'm a big Rolex guy. That's my brand. I respect, I always wanted a Super Avenger Breitling back in the day. That was like the
Those
drug
are cool.
dealer watch, and I hung out. I never
They're
sold
cool,
drugs,
though.
but
They are
they're
cool.
cool. It was
Yeah.
a 46 millimeter bomb on your wrist, but it wasn't evergreen, right? And what I mean by that is it doesn't stand the test of time. If I had a Super Avenger on right now, I would feel like I'm in the 90s or like the early 2000s.
I get that.
So it doesn't have like that classic timeless look to it.
Uh-huh.
Nothing wrong with Breitling. But I've always admired and I've always been enamored by Rolex. That's always been my favorite brand. I always said to myself, I can't buy it till I make 6 figures a year.
Cool.
And when I made that happen, I went out and I brought it. And I brought a slate Wimbledon an oyster bracelet, Rolex with the green Roman numerals,
Nice.
no fluted bezel, clean face.
Nice.
It's funny because that watch was like $6,800,
Yeah.
and now it's like $13,000.
Yep.
So again, investment purposes
They
too,
for
right?
sure.
They always go up in value.
Yes.
So that was my first, and I remember the first time I wore it. Talk about a dichotomy, right? I didn't like it, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't used to wearing all this on my wrist. So when I wore it, like 2 hours later, I had the biggest pain in my wrist. I had to take
Oh,
the
that's
watch
funny,
off
dude.
because I wasn't used to. I was wearing Casios.
Yeah.
I was wearing
Yeah.
Movados.
Uh-huh.
And nothing wrong with Movados or Casio. Fossils, it's all good. But when I put that on, I remember driving in my car and I had like an aching pain in my wrist.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I was like, man, like this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is this so? And then obviously after a couple of days, it went away.
Yeah.
And I got used to the heaviness of the watch. And ever since then, I've been hooked. And, it's a remembrance. I learned later in life to not put too much stock on material items because it's all fleeting. Everything is fleeting. Materials, life, age, time, it's all fleeting. It's cool to have nice things. It's not cool. It's not cool to judge your lifestyle by all the nice things you have.
Totally agree.
So
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the life that God has given me and the hard work I put in. But sometimes it's a reminder where if I'm having a hard day, I look down and I'm like, dude, you're successful, man.
Right.
You're on the right track.
Yeah.
And that right there took me on a trajectory when I brought that watch or that timepiece. Not just I got a Rolex, but a lot of heavy responsibility that came with that. Because the one that wears the crown, it's heavy, So
Yep.
now I have more responsibility to work even harder because I know how hard it was to get this far. And now I want to see how far I can take it further.
Yeah.
And every timepiece I've ever acquired is like a timestamp in my life of the success I tasted, you
Yeah.
know? So, and there's the one, and it's not even the most beautiful one I have in my collection, but it is to me is the watch I just told you I got, the first one. Like a year and a half later, I upgraded it to the 2-tone fluted bezel oyster.
Nice. Cool.
Same watch, Wimbledon.
Yep.
And I got married in that watch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And that to me is something that I will cherish. I will never get rid of that watch. And it just reminds me of, again, stories with timepieces. And it's so ironic, right? Story, timepiece of a story.
Yeah.
So that particular time of my life, that timepiece represents rebirth, a new love, a new life, connection with God, being saved, finding the woman of my life, upgrading my lifestyle, upgrading my finances, upgrading the business, upgrading who I am as a person. That watch represents every aspect of my life that went from bad to good.
I love that.
So it's a special thing to me.
That's really cool.
Finding the woman of your life that is your dream woman and helps you on the journey to understand the heaviness you have to deal with day to day. And the coolest thing is to know that she's going to hold your hand and say, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not going to let you fail.
That's hard to find.
Oh, dude, it's rough. I'm thankful.
Yeah,
And,
me too.
Yeah, shout out to Yvonne. I love you, baby. Yeah, she's she's been a rock in my life, and now it's scary. I talked to my brother-in-law single, friends I have are single, and it's rough out there.
I don't envy people that have to do that, especially. So I don't envy people that have to be dating at all, but especially if you're like successful. I think that in some ways it's easier, but in some ways it's harder to like get through the intentions of somebody. For me, I got married young. I was
How old?
22.
Wow. How old are you now?
I'm 37 now.
Okay. So about 15 years married. Awesome. Good for you.
Almost.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
Good stuff.
And she was 19.
Okay. Well, it's not too far away.
I don't recommend getting married when you're 19 or 22. It worked out for us. But for us, the benefit was we went through it all together. Like we grew up together.
Right.
And we were poor, like eviction notice poor.
Wow.
Together. And then we made money. And she's never been expectant or entitled or anything like that ever.
That is freaking
like
awesome.
she's good with whatever, but she also is good enjoying the nice things together. Yeah. And like it's really cool. The other day we were able to just take some time and go on it. She was getting a tattoo touched up. I was able to just work while she did that. And then we went to lunch. It was a $200 lunch. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
cool to be able to do that, but with the right person.
Yes.
Right. And yeah, she never tried to make me stop when things were hard and we're getting eviction notices and we had a credit card debt and everybody was looking around being like, what is Logan doing? He's married and he has 2 kids and he's saying he can do, but she never ever tried to get me to stop doing business.
Wow.
Yeah. And now like you're saying, I think I don't envy people that have to try to find partners right now. I think it's kind of hard out there, dude.
Out there, man. Yeah, no, I am so blessed. You don't understand. Like, to piggyback off what you're saying, I enjoy having those lunches and dinners with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's funny you say that because my wife is very similar to yours. She wants nothing for nothing.
Yeah.
I have to beg her to go out to have dinner with me because she's just like, hey, let's just chill. Order in some food, watch a nice, like reality TV show and call it a night. But I love the fact that she doesn't ask for anything.
Yeah.
And she's happy with what we have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cool thing, right? Because she always tells me, no matter if we're good, no matter if we're bad, no matter if we're in between, we have each other.
Yeah.
And I can trust her with my life. She can trust me with her life. And we both have the best intentions for one another. And we want to see each other grow. And we want to join that. We want to live that journey out, growing together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's when you have something like that, it is priceless.
Yeah.
I would trade everything I have in this life to have my wife.
Me too.
Because she has literally, like I told you, been a blessing in my life, but has shown me the importance of what life is really all about.
Yeah.
It's not about the stuff that is that's like vanity or materialistic or oh, this person, I need to do this to be liked or whatever. No, it's like, are you a good person? Do you really care about people? Are you of service to what God really wants you to do in this life? Are you checking those boxes? Because we all can be selfish. I get it. We're humans. We're going to want things for ourselves. But at the end of the day, I'm here today in service to you, to be on your podcast. You're here today in service to me because you asked me to come on. Mm-hmm. So we're doing the Lord's work right now. We are here, unselfishly here for one another. And I appreciate things like that. Yeah. But don't forget to just be a good person and understand how blessed we are. Yeah. Because things can get very... how can I say this, distorted quickly.
Yeah.
And
also things can go away quickly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So, again, don't rely on the trophy. Don't rely on the timepiece. Don't rely on the vehicle. Don't rely on the clothing. Don't rely on the laptop. Don't rely on rely on the good grace of God that has been given to you and the service and the mark that you're leaving in this earth. That, cool, you made $1 million today, but how many lives have you touched? Mm-hmm. How many people have you influenced?
Yeah.
Did you open a door for somebody? Did you ask somebody how they were doing and really cared about it?
Sure.
Because you know what? I feel like that is so lightly spoken about. Like,
right.
Hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? No, but how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going through? I try. It's hard, right? Because, we got a lot going on every day, but
talking to a lot of people.
Making the point to just speak to somebody, and really understanding where the frame of life is at right now, and being empathetic to that, I think is very important. Right here, this guy right behind you, Eric. I mean, I was with him a couple of weeks ago, and he told me a beautiful story about his father. I'm not going to get into it because that's his business, but the empathy of like, wow, this guy just sat in on my podcast for an hour and a half. It could have been boring. It could have been great. But he's taking notes. He's working hard.
Yeah.
But I have no idea the storm that he's going through.
Right. Yeah.
And it puts things in perspective like, wow, just be a good person, man. And just care. You know what I mean?
I do. It's amazing how rare that is. It really is amazing how rare that is. And those are the type of people that I like to connect with. Because, I mean, honestly, I've met lots of people who make lots of money who I'm like, yeah, you're not my kind of person.
Yeah.
At all.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think being value driven is really what I vibe with.
Yes. What are your values? What's your core beliefs? Who are you?
Yeah.
That's the thing that, I really like to get to. And it's crazy because you were talking about, sales in the beginning. It all ties back. You ever seen the movie Flight with Denzel Washington?
Oh, yeah.
He was a drunk, alcoholic father that never gave his son the time of day, to the point that he landed a plane that was faulty. Quick synopsis on the movie. It was a great movie. And he ends up in prison because they find out he was drunk while he was, piloting the plane.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, his son goes to visit him and sits down with him in jail. And he said, I'm writing a book report about you. And the first questions he asks him is, who are you?
Yeah.
How intricate and his own son didn't know who he was.
Right.
So I think we lose value. Going back to your point about what's the value, right? We are so consumed with what we can get from somebody that we don't understand the value somebody has as a human being. We just want the value monetarily of what they can bring to you.
Yeah.
But like, let's start with just the value of, is this person a good person? What's their life like? I didn't know you had 2 kids. I didn't know you were married. That's freaking awesome. I just saw Logan Fields, the app guy.
Sure.
And this is all I know until I learn more.
Right.
Now my empathy for you has changed.
Yeah.
Now I have kind of feel more commonality with you because I understand you're a family man. You started with nothing and now you have something. So did I. So again, we are here getting to know each other. Doesn't matter how much money we make or what kind of companies we run or what business we have. The cool thing is we got a lot in common and we can build off of that. That has value.
Totally. Yeah, I totally agree. When you're thinking through this type of stuff, so you're obviously a very value-driven person in your business and personal life. What are some of your top values, if you had to describe what your core values are? Maybe not all of them, just some that come to mind immediately.
My integrity is really big with me. Mark Twain. You're never wrong for doing the right thing.
Yeah. That's
a quote that I live by. I think about it all the time because, again, you're tested every day to, but what if I'll give you a perfect example. I mean, I have a client one time give me her checkbook and say, I trust you. How much is the fence? I don't care what it costs. And you have the angel here, you have the devil here. You're like, I can make a quick $3,000 extra on this deal.
Yeah.
But after thinking about it, I said, you know what? I'm going to give her what's fair.
Yeah.
And do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Right? Integrity. Now, here's the blessing. That lady has brought us back 5 or 6 clients. So I was so stuck on, and then I veered towards integrity.
Yeah.
And then it all made sense. And everything came after the fact because karma to me is something that, I'm a man of God. So besides karma, you do bad, it's going to come back. You're accountable to yourself. You know that you're accountable for your actions, good or bad. And having that moral compass every day with you, number one, it makes you make better decisions. Number 2, it makes you a better person.
Yeah.
And number 3, it just feels good. It just feels good to do good for someone else. It doesn't feel good when you do bad for somebody else. And if you do, you're a sociopath or a psychopath.
Right. Yeah. That's
or you're
a
narcissist.
Way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like narcissists, sociopaths, they could treat you like crap. They could manipulate you, and then they couldn't care less about you.
Right.
And that's the lack of empathy, right? That's the self grandeur, high esteem of who they are when they're just like a pseudo nothing. But being able to just do the right thing always comes back to you. So to answer your question, man, integrity is big as far as one of my values. Trust is big too. I know they kind of like they overlap each other. But tell me the truth, even if it sucks.
Yeah.
Be honest with me. Level with me.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation about it. We can agree to disagree, but hey, at least I know how you truly feel.
Right.
You know, and when you're not telling me how you feel, and then you start showing it by being not condescending. What's the word? I can't think of it now. When someone feels some sort of way about you, but they don't tell you, and then they treat you differently.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh God, I can't think of the word. It'll come to me, but don't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Let's chop that bush down.
Yeah.
Let's get to the core of the issue, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
And that builds trust.
Yeah, just having candor.
Candor, man. Just be honest, man. Like, and listen, let's be real. You can't just tell everybody has their own way of expression.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not happy with a vertical that Julian does, I'm not going to say, oh, Julian, that sucks. You can't do nothing. You stink. Quit. I can't say that because that's not going to, number one, forward our relationship as synergy partners, as working partners, building a podcast. Hey, you know what? We could do a little better with this. Or, hey, the audio was off here. You mind tweaking that? Like, be honest because, and you don't have to be a douche.
I call it in my company soft candor.
Soft candor.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Soft candor.
I'm totally with you.
It's funny. We have the same mentality. I call it filling Monday Morning Leadership. You ever heard of that book?
No.
It's a great book.
Okay.
You should buy like as many copies as you can and hand it out to all your employees.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. Encore should do it too. It is a game changer. But what they really talk about in that book, what stuck with me, and you went to soft candor, you can fill somebody's bucket or you can drain somebody's bucket.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's and kind of like the soft, candor you were talking about. So instead of being somebody that's going to drain a bucket, let's talk about the opportunity, not issue, because issue is a trigger word for you suck. Opportunity is a word that creates an opportunity for success. So what's the opportunity? And instead of pouting about who did what and who's wrong, who's right, let's move on to actionable items. Okay, here's A, B, and C. How can we get here? What's the roadmap look like?
Yeah.
And how can we progress further and build a better synergy to get us closer to the goal?
Yeah. That
is the key to success. But if you're just going to be a tyrant and insult people and make them feel less than,
that's a short-term strategy right there.
Yeah, man. And it's always narcissistic, sociopathical entrepreneurs that do that, where they're the crazy wild guy or gal, and they believe that being a dictator is going to be better than being a leader.
Yeah.
And they end up falling flat on their face,
right?
Because no one wants to work for somebody that sucks.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think almost always it winds up being a short-term strategy that falls on its face. You can argue that it works sometimes. It works plenty of the times to act like that. Steve Jobs was...
Oh, he was a tyrant.
He was not a good person.
Yeah.
And he pushed people and he drained people and he didn't care. But, so, hey, you can make money if you act like that. But there's things that you can't have and there's things that you can't do. And there's certainly things that you cannot be if you act like that.
1,000%.
Right?
Man.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I think for me, probably my prime core value is kindness.
I love that.
Like that is what, if anything was true about my kids, I would want it to be that they are kind. That's it. That would be the thing that matters most to me. And it's amazing how absent that is.
Yeah, man. Everybody's kind of mean now. Everyone is just like, they find no reason to be insulted. They want to start an argument with you for no reason. Yeah. And, I'm a big believer that we can get to the promised land if we just have a conversation and work through it. But you can't go from 0 to 100 and you're not diffusing anything. You're starting a fire. Things can be, listen, Bob Olson, God bless his soul, he was one of my mentors when I had a corporate job in
Okay.
Walmart.
Cool.
And I was 21, 22 years old, and I was a asset protection manager.
Cool.
And a lot of stress for a 22-year-old in charge of 10 people. And stockbrokers, people that own stock in the business in Walmart, they would always come to my store because I worked in North Bergen, which is on the tip of New York. It's
Okay.
it's like right next to New York.
Got it.
So whenever, big people that had a lot of, all the shareholders that had a lot of shares in
Like
the
the
company.
Class A shareholders.
Yeah, they would come over to Walmart and we would know, shareholders coming. Everything's got to look tidy. All the TVs have to be shrink wrapped. All the expensive perfumes have to be in cases. Blah, 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 blah. What are your shrink numbers? What are your projections? Blah, 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 blah. And I used to get so stressed out. And I remember Bob Olson, he told me, put me to the side, he said, listen, you are a stud. And he was at that time 67 years old. So war veteran, like awesome guy, man. Like awesome guy. And he said to me, you are a stud. Because I would be questioning myself, am I good enough? Imposter syndrome. You are good. Look at what you have all these mother effers doing. Putting up spider wrap. He'll be giggling. Like they're all putting spider wrap on TVs like a bunch of idiots. Because some idiot in a suit is coming over here to protect his investment and see how it's doing. You are a stud. At the end of the day, it's Walmart. We sell eggs and bread.
Yeah.
Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Go out there and show out.
Yeah.
And man, you want to talk about inspirational speech, football style, like going after the third quarter and getting the lead back. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I took that steam and I went out there and I looked at that shareholder like he was just a regular person. I was nice. I was kind. I knew my numbers. And like I told you before the cameras went on, I showed up.
Yeah.
Just show up.
Right.
And
We were
somehow,
talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And somehow, some way, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go.
Woo.
All right.
Are you hungry?
Heck yeah.
Let's
Come
go.
on now.
This is
Nice.
2 types of fries. These
Thank
are
you.
waffle fries, tossed in some garlic,
Ooh,
topped
that's
with some
good.
Parmesan cheese and parsley.
Oh,
and the other
that's
one
really
is
good.
tossed with some rosemary, olive oil, and don't forget the 2 sauces. We got the green sauce and the red sauce. The red sauce is a little spicy. If you like
I
heat,
love spicy,
All right,
bro.
yeah.
Yes?
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Man.
all right. Enjoy, guys.
Thank
Bon
you.
Thank you
appetit.
so
Thank
much,
you
man.
so
Of course,
much,
of
man.
course.
This is great. You got a great thing here.
Right.
Like you're inspiring me to like bring food on to my show.
It's so much. Everybody likes food.
Everybody
dude.
likes food.
Yeah.
You found
So-
the trick.
And dude, I mean, this dude is a chef.
He's legit.
And these sauces, so it's the green mango sauce and the red mango sauce.
I had this last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
When you were filming and they had some left, I destroyed that with the steak.
Here, let's try this together. And then what we're going to do, I mean, we could keep going. We're almost out of time. So I'm going to run us through some rapid fire questions.
Sounds
but
good.
first, let's try this together.
Sure.
What are you trying?
Green
the green
sauce. We're going green.
I'll try green
Ready?
with you.
Here we go. God damn.
Nice and lime,
Nice zest, flavorful, full. Makes you want to keep going. It's like if they made potato chips a sauce.
Right?
That's how good this is. Wow.
And we got to try the red sauce
Let
now.
me try the red. It's all about the red. I went deep with that. Look at that deep dip.
That's one of my favorites, the red sauce.
Wow.
It's like smoky, spicy.
It is, but it's just enough. The zing hits you, but you're not like, ugh.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's one of my favorites.
That's really, really good. Wow, that's really good.
Are you ready for this?
Rapid fire, brother.
Okay. Who would you still love to interview on your podcast?
That's a great question. Someone that I have already interviewed or want to interview again or first time?
Dream guest.
Dream guest.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am enamored by his story and also odds against him went from, $7 in his pocket to wrestling in parking lots and carnivals and really earning his stripes. Like, yeah, he's a Nepo baby, but he had to earn his respect in the ring. And he took that to the next level. And then he brought that same attitude into the movie world. And all the businesses and all the verticals that he's gotten into is insane. And it's funny because you just said this, and he, really prides himself on this. Just be kind.
Yeah.
So to me, and again, I don't know the guy from a can of paint. He might be a douchebag, and behind the scenes, he's not a nice person. But what he's showing you in the camera, and for what he's doing and how successful he's gotten, is that, you know, he treats people with respect and he's kind. And, you know, he had all this against him and he made it work.
Yeah.
And, you know, from fitness to movie, and the list goes on. So, and me being young and impressionable, big wrestling fan when I was a little kid.
Okay.
I looked up to The Rock. I was
Nice.
like, oh man, the people's elbow and the rock bottom. You know,
Yeah.
were you a wrestling guy?
I mean, as much as anybody else, yeah.
Yeah, so you already know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it would just be cool to interview him, but not go after the whole blah, 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 blah that like everybody else talks to him about.
Right.
Like get really, you know, deep onto fun stuff.
Yeah, it's
You know
very
what I mean?
like media prep
Yeah,
style a lot.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why it's a dream guest, because even if you get somebody of that stature, there's going to be a publicist sitting behind him with a bunch of notes in a notebook,
Mhm.
looking at you and having emails and meetings. I hate that, man. I hate when I have a guest on.
Yeah, let's just have a conversation.
Yeah. No, this
Right.
is rapid fire. I'm sorry, man. There's no stories attached to this.
Oh, well, I was just saying that's what you want, is you want to just have a conversation.
Yeah, we'll have a
not all that prep.
conversation.
But you're
Yeah.
right. This is rapid fire. I'm not
My
doing my
bad.
job.
No, go ahead. I want to do justice to your show, so I'll wrap that up. Give me the next one.
We didn't talk about this much. What was your rap name back in the day? When you
Lou
were a rapper?
Guz.
Yeah.
Lyrically under God's universal zenith. I don't
Nice.
know what I was smoking on. But yeah, so Lou Guz was just an abbreviated version of my name, Luis Guzman.
Love it.
Yep.
What's the hardest part of growing a podcast audience?
Getting attention and getting everybody on the, Jay-Z said this one time, the hardest thing in the world to do is to get everybody and everything on the same point at the same time with the same energy.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest thing.
One word that describes your time in the music industry.
One word that describes my time in the music industry. Teachable. It was a very teachable moment. Understanding business, understanding the facade that what you see on TV is not true, and understanding what really goes behind everything. And it's not glitz and glamour. It's actually legit a business, and it's dirty.
Yeah.
And it makes you a better business person moving forward.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right, just a couple more. Your dream watch, if money was no object.
Dream watch if money was no object. Oh, God, it's hard, right? Because with me, watches are a thing of, I don't have like a dream watch. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Right. But it would have to be if I wanted, like right now, I've been eyeing a all gold Daytona with the green face. They call it the John Mayer.
Those are nice.
That is a beautiful timepiece. I'm not gonna say Patek. I'm not gonna say Audemars Piguet. I'm a Rolex guy through and through, and that's it. So if I had to pick right now, it would actually, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, the green Daytona. Yeah, the gold all gold green Daytona. That's my
Love it,
dream watch.
dude.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, last question. How do you order your steak?
Medium.
Really?
Medium.
That's
Are
surprising.
you shocked?
I am
You were gonna
shocked.
think I was gonna do medium rare?
Or rare, yeah.
I tried rare, and honestly, I wasn't a huge fan. But then again, it was A5 Wagyu. It was a whole different
Yeah.
strip loin.
Yeah, that's
whatever
totally
you,
different.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but I'm a medium guy. I'm sorry. I maybe I'll try medium rare. I never tried medium rare.
Okay.
I'm a filet mignon guy. I used to be a ribeye guy,
Yeah.
but I got too much fat and heart disease in my family runs through it. So
Okay.
I go with filet mignon, 8 ounce, 12 ounce, medium, cuts like butter.
The heart loves
fine.
what it loves, man.
That's it, brother. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a ribeye guy, and I'll still dabble here and there. I do what's called a cowgirl. I don't know if you ever heard of Gabriella's. It's a beautiful restaurant in Red Bank, New Jersey.
No.
And they have a cowgirl, which is a lean, clean, version of the ribeye without the fat.
Oh, interesting.
On a bone.
With a bone, yeah. Because cowboy is usually bone in ribeye.
Delicious. Yes.
Yeah.
It is amazing. That's the only ribeye I eat besides, the filet mignon.
Nice.
It is awesome. It is awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much. How about you? What kind of steak guy are you?
Rare.
Rare?
Rare ribeye.
Rare ribeye. You're 12
Yeah.
ounce or 16?
I mean 12.
12?
What
Yeah.
can you
You can't do a
Yeah.
Why rare? I'm just curious.
Tastes better, dude.
Really?
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Are you tasting the blood?
No. Not even in blue. Do you know what blue is?
No.
Blue's less than rare. It's less
Really?
cooked than rare. There's no blood. Like that red juice is not blood. That's not what it is. Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
It's like the fat, or it's not actual blood.
Yeah, no, the blood's gone.
The blood's gone.
The blood's gone.
You inspire me, man. I think I'm gonna go rare.
Nice.
I'm gonna try it.
Just
but
try
I'm gonna blow
it.
you up. I'm gonna blow you up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on live and tag you, yo, Mr. Fields. This is trash.
Yeah.
Or I might say it's amazing.
Dude, Luis, thanks so much for coming on my podcast. Where can people find you?
So you can find me at I'm an artist, not a salesman on Instagram. You can also go to YouTube and hit the I'm an artist, not a salesman in the search engine, and you'll be able to get right to my page. Click that subscribe button. I'm also on TikTok now, which is a thing. I'm an artist, not a salesman. Basically, just type in I'm an artist, not a salesman, all one word. In every social media outlet, you'll find me. Great content. Bi-weekly podcast drops every 2 weeks. Great guests, great inspiration. No holds barred, no frills, real talk. And you'll get something out of it. And hopefully that's inspiration.
Love it. All right, this has been the Logan Fields Podcast. I'll see y'all next time.